last week, I think it was actually May the 4th, that Modartt surprised all of us with something amazing. That is their iOS version. That's what I'm running here. I've got an HDMI out. I'm capturing that. The iOS version is free, and you just register your account. You connect your accounts together. Every piano that you have activated in your Pianoteq account, they're also going to be activated on your iOS device. And I think that is fabulous. So it's a free update. This is a lot of fun. Let's just take a quick trip into the iPad version. It's kind of like on a pre-release, but I thought I'd share it with you guys to kind of get a taste. So, and there's a little bit of latency, I guess, because I'm taking the HDMI audio out of a splitter. I've got my HDMI going out into like a capture device. So there's a little bit of latency with that, but I'm going to try something different, like actually use one of the iRig interfaces and see how that works. And I'm going Bluetooth MIDI. I've got a Bluetooth MIDI adapter that I'm using to send MIDI to the iPad. And this is so cool. So I'm just going to go up and let's just select the New York Steinway. And I love being able to have the controls all there. And it basically is the same GUI. You just swipe up to get to the lower half of the screen. And you can kind of hear a little bit of noise. That's got a lot to do with the coming directly out of the 3.5 millimeter jack. So I'm going to keep experimenting with the audio. Okay, so so you can drag the keyboard to get to the different octaves, and let's hide the keyboard. And you've got the same voicing things that we can do. You can customize it just like you can do on the desktop version. So this is just the classical Steinway. That's pretty cool, coming right out of an iPad. You know, Ilaria, that I don't, and like this happens all the time. I just go where the notes take me, and this was like beautiful dreamer, da 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 da. Beautiful Dreamer. It's a very old. It's an older classic song, but I was in that key, and the notes just started coming out. Beautiful Dreamer. And so let's just, and you reach out and touch the iPad, and I love having that interaction. So that was the New York Steinway. Let's go with the Hamburg Steinway, and let's pull up the jazz preset. The thing is, this is a first generation iPad Pro 9.7 inch. 9.7 inch. So sometimes the way that I play, it might push it, so you might hear a little bit of stuff going on. But the iPad Pros are incredible because you can run so many more applications. And with Logic Pro and Final Cut Pro coming to the iPad, they're really kind of blurring the line between the desktop and the iPad, the iOS devices. Let's get into a different key here. And you can hear definitely a different timbre with the Hamburg Steinway. I'm just loving this. I mean, even with the little bit of latency with this setup, I can't wait to get the other interface working and just see if that makes a difference. But just to be able to take an iPad and plug it in, you know, and to have the same quality of sounds, the desktop that you have with the, you know, you have the same quality on your iPad that you do on the desktop. Let's go to the Bechstein and use the Felt. Oh, listen to that. Now this is the Bechstein Felt. Man, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And Pianoteq sent me the, you know, but when I did the review on Pianoteq 8, they set me up with the Pro version, so that unlocks all of the different pianos. And then we've got the Petrof, and let's go to the Mistral Prelude. And, you know, they've got to figure out a way to make use of that screen. And I think they made a really cool choice in just splitting that 50-50 that you can go in between the two. And then this is the cool thing too. You can go in and be able to, let's see, let's get it over here. You can grab the microphones just like in the desktop version, you can mouse over and grab the mics. But then you can just grab the mics with your finger on the iPad and just drag those mics around. And let's see. Oh, yeah. See, I'm not used to working that with the. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Yeah. I'm not used to working with the iPad right there hanging on the edge. That's great. And. Let's just move those mics around, and you can take those mics, yeah, and put them off axis and do all kinds of crazy stuff with them. So let's see. Yeah. And you've got models of U87s, Neumanns, and ribbon microphones. It's just a lot of, oh, let's see, let's check that out. So the lid, we can take our finger and we can raise and lower the lid. And with having that interaction, that physical interaction with, that's what I really like about having control surfaces and that kind of thing. That just really connects you with the instruments. And the thing is, not only can you place the mics around the piano like you do in the desktop version, but then you get a better feeling of the height. You can set the height of the microphone. Let's bring it back over here and spin it around. And see, now we're just going right into the, let's go right into the sound, right into the, so we're right inside the piano now. It's amazing. It's just a lot of fun. Let me go back to the prelude and reload that so we can just kind of get it back to where it was before I edited it. I'm using a CME Bluetooth MIDI. So there are two MIDI, physical MIDI outs, the 5-pin MIDI outs on the SL88, and the USB. So you've got the USB MIDI out, and then you have two 5-pin MIDI outs. And so I've got the, well, let's see. I might be able to, let's just see. I might get in trouble for doing this. Might not be able to get it connected. But this is what it looks like. This is the 5-pin MIDI Bluetooth, and all I do is that I've just plugged it in out to just the physical jack, and there we go. The iPad picks it up, and there we go. And it's so cool. And you don't really, because MIDI, MIDI is a serial protocol, so it doesn't have to be super duper fast. And having it over Bluetooth really works. Now, this sounds very nice, very rich. And you know what? I just saw the morphing up at the top. So in the Pro version, you've got the note edit and then the morph layers. So you can do it. You can do it right here. So let's just do this. Let's see. It is a simple preset with morphing recipe. Let's okay. So let's go with the prelude. And let's morph it with the Rhodes. Let's just go ahead and morph it with one of the vintage Tynes Jazzy. And okay, cool. And let's see. We can choose the amount of morphing, and it's neat because you can by the so if it turns red, it's leaning more towards the Rhodes. Let's see that. Okay. Yeah, this is the, actually the, whatever version of Pianoteq that you have, it will unlock it on the iPad. It's just the same way that it works on the desktop. So let me tell you, Modartt has given me 3 licenses for Pianoteq Stage. And I think Stage allows you to pick 1 or 2 of the piano models. And so if you win one of those, you register it to your account. And then when you open the iPad and use that, those licenses will be transferred. And so the app knows whether you're using the Pro version or the Stage version, and it will reflect that. So no matter what version you have, like the Pro, I've got the Pro version activated here. And so all the features are unlocked. So if you have stage, you're going to be limited to what the stage provides. But as you progress and upgrade and add more piano models, then it's going to be synced right to your Pianoteq account that they do that. So this is the Jazzy Mark II, and we can go in and actually edit these things and choose those. But that's so cool. And we can morph between the two layers. This is just the Jazzy full, and then we can go between the piano full. So that is really amazing that morphing will work on the iPad. Let's do an upright and then we'll move on. Let's just do an upright felt. Really cool. And we can always go in and adjust the pedal noises and all of that stuff, which is the hallmark of what makes Pianoteq so useful. Let's see what effects we've got in here. You just hear it just ringing. Beautiful. So we've got, the cathedral. The cathedral's in the mix here, and we've got a little bit of EQ. You know, and if I only was limited to 2 pianos, I would probably have to choose an acoustic and an electric just to have both of those. Let's spin it a little. And the dynamics, again, that's what makes Pianoteq so cool, because it is generating the notes as you play them, not relying on the samples, but dynamically responding to you. I still can't get used to that. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back to there we go. No, I used to have an iPad here, so we're gonna figure out maybe because there's so many new iPad instruments coming out. I might have to figure out a way to put that somewhere convenient. Oh wow! That's beautiful. So that's just a little taste. That's a little taste of Pianoteq for the iPad. It's amazing, and you can tell that it just takes you right in there. Love being able to play those very soft things. It's very natural. Yeah, Billy, that's... you forget that you know what you're playing, you know, because the sound is right there. Let me just, for grins, let's go to the Felt 1. I want to hear what the difference is in that. So let's see. And this is a little bit closer sounding to me. But it's just, you know, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit.